Pakistan. You may remember that infamous series when Shaka Rana, the Pakistan umpire, and Mike Gatting, the England captain, clashed on the field, and it led to all sorts of pretty nasty pictures going all around the world. It shook the world of cricket. Well, that's gone. This is now the 2000 vintage. This is the Pepsi 2000 series, and it's a series of 3 one-day internationals. Ian Botham, the former England all-rounder, went onto the pitch, and he described it as an absolute beauty, just made for batting, not a blade of grass on it, and it was very, very warm in Pakistan. The temperature at the start of play was around about 42 degrees centigrade. The toss, well, that was important. The side winning the toss would bat first. That toss was won by Moin Khan. The Pakistan captain, Nasser Hussain, was just ruining the fact that he didn't call the tail that he absolutely wanted. So it's Pakistan who are batting. This is the Pakistan lineup for this first one-day international. Syed Anwar, Imran Nazir and Salim Ilahi is in form, wonderful young player. Yusuf Yuhana, Inzamam ul Haq, Moin Khan, the captain, Abdur Razak, Wasim Akram, Waqar Yunis is back in the side, Sakle Mushtaq and Mushtaq Ahmed, the leg spinner. There's no Arshad Khan. Marcus Trescothick and Alex Stewart will open the batting for England. Trescothick is in great form. He scored a century in the warm-up matches. And Nasser Hussain will captain the side. Graham Hick, Graham Thorpe, Andrew Flintoff, the very large all-rounder, will not bowl. He'll bat only in the side. Craig White, Mark Elam. Ashley Giles is the left-arm spinner. Andrew Caddick and Darren Goff, both the England fast bowlers in good form. So it's Pakistan who are batting first inside the National Stadium in Karachi. Let's pick it up now with the two opening Pakistan batsmen.
Syed Anwar in wonderful form, 32 years of age, 19 one-day international hundreds to his name. No fine leg is up. Giles is the man out at deep backward square, and the plan has backfired early. Pakistan away with a boundary off the second ball.
Well, attempted to try and keep the Pakistanis quiet, but it drifts down that leg side, no fine leg. Doesn't have to do much.
It's back at a point for already we're seeing if you can get bat on it, beat the infield, it's going to be a boundary. Pakistan 13 without lots. Beaten leg slip, and that'll run away for 4. No fine leg, remember. 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Well, I have to say that I think this field is asking a lot of the bowlers, particularly in this heat. There you go, it's only got to drift to the leg stump, and that's flicked away. Mark Elam, leg slip, despairing dive, but always dropping in front of him.
That's on leg stump again. Just worked away by Saeed. It may not have the legs. It's a good diving effort by Craig White. The third umpire will have to have a look at that.
And I think he might award 4. I have a feeling the leg was over the rope when he flicked it back. Well, let's have a look. I think it's 4.
It's Craig White doing the fielding. I think that's 4. I don't think there's any doubt about that. It was a brave effort from Craig White. 4. There's a huge screen away towards mid-wicket as well that the majority of this crowd can see. That's the noise you can hear. Wide of point and wide of third man. So spoils a good over. What would have been a good over from Andy Caddick. It's still gone for 6. It's 38 for 9.
Darren Goff supposedly was going to bowl 3 and save himself for later, but Craig White is on earlier than maybe he expected to. That's what has to happen. You have to adapt to situations. 39 without loss now. He's got him. First ball from Craig White has done the trick. And it's an important wicket too. Syed Anwar, who started in such good form, has just fenced that little away swinger. It's a thin edge through to the keeper, and England have struck back.
It's a huge wicket. Syed Anwar was looking so good, edging that one. Remember, there was no slip, so that might just have tempted him to play in that area. Faint edge and nicely taken. Straightforward catch. Anwar gone for 24. And Pakistan lose their first wicket for 39.
And it brings to the crease Salim Elahi, 23 years old. Well, the line was good, but the shot was even better. All timing there, and made it look so easy in Ramazir.
It's a beautiful stroke. He's an exquisite timer of the cricket ball, Imran Nazir. Hardly put an effort in there. Stroked it away, played it with the swing. The ball shaped just a little to come in a little. And he offered a straight back. Beautiful wrist work.
Taking the blow, that's uncomfortable. That's the polite way of saying it.
Stinging below. He was looking to drive away from the front bat. A little bit of deviation, inside edge, bang. It must have hurt him.
That's gone pretty high. It's also got the distance on it. The first 6 of the match. In the end, clearing the boundary by some 10 yards or so. Well, it looked a good over till then.
It's a very brave shot to execute. Remember, Alex Stewart is standing up, so they didn't have the time to get out of the crease, to time it to perfection. And he has done that in style. Got the elevation.
There's another chase here. No one at long leg. And it's just got the legs on it. So 4 runs.
This is a clever stroke from Salim Elahi. Remember, he shuffles a little bit, so the ball that is pitched on the middle stump can easily be played away on the onside. And there you see him getting onto that off stump, just outside the off stump, and working the ball away nicely in the gap.
That's a fine shot. Well, he got the hang of this pitch the other night. Or to be more precise, the pitch 2 removed. To the right as we look at it. Well, he was aiming away, really, as Craig White was delivering the ball. He's timed it superbly. There was that little shuffle across the crease. He had in mind whatever was available on the leg side. He's timed that well too. He's beaten the dive. Very good over again for Pakistan. Very good over for both these men. 12 runs coming from it. 86 for 1.
Elahi back on strike. And good shout. Now, it's given it. Batsman very reluctant to walk, but it seemed pretty straightforward.
Matter-of-fact appeal from England. Probably too close to him to cut. England did appeal. Rolls his fingers across the ball, Mark Elam. It's a little bit too close. There's the outside edge. The ball rattles around Stewart's gloves. He knows it's out. Elam knows it's out. Elahi stands there. Yeah, that is an appeal from Stewart. And I think he's just telling him that I think you're out. And off he goes. Another wicket for England, 87 for 2.
This cricket broadcast is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Jo chaho ho jaye, Coca-Cola enjoy.
There we go. Andrew Caddick's back. No better sight for any bowler, particularly when he's on the receiving end at the start of his spell, to come back. Good first over and then uprooting middle stump.
A terrific comeback from Caddick. The ball does swing. Full of length, it swings in. Pitches, nips back. What a start for Caddick, back for his second over. Middle stump. Ooh, says Hussain. Beaten on the attack. Elahi, a strike for Caddick, 97 for 3.
Good over, though. 1 run came from it, just from that last ball. Brings up the 100. 100 for 3. Good shout, followed by a good shot, and ball carrying all the way in the end. I mentioned earlier, it's a very big field here in the National Stadium in Karachi.
Beaten Hussain and gone for 4.
That's the penalty for someone like Darren Gough. It wasn't a bad delivery as such. Just a bit of extra pace on the ball as it leaves the hand. It's guided away. The face was directed almost exactly at Nasser Hussain, wide open. That's all it takes, just out of reach.
Some width there, though, and that's going to go to the boundary. Craig Wilde will be disappointed with himself. He's done a good job, but player of Inzamam's quality, he can't bowl short and wide. Actually, Giles to continue. Gresham down the wicket, hit pretty straight, and hit straight enough. With that boundary, it brings up the 50 partnership now. 53, this partnership, worth 79 deliveries.
A good controlled stroke there from Inzamam ul Haq. Had the area in mind, came down the track, and then really pierced the field there quite easily in the end.
Inzamam, the crowd want 50. I'm sure he does. Brilliant piece of fielding, but it takes Inzamam through to a very important 50. And that's his 55th one-day international half-century.
It's a very good 50 by Inzamam. A workman-like effort. And the crowd's loving every moment of it.
That's imaginative. And very well played too. Had to drag it from wide of off stump.
This partnership's developing for Pakistan. England looking to take the pace off the ball with Trescothick and Ashley Giles into the attack. Great improvisation by Johanna.
Poked away and very effectively. Plenty of space out there. Inzamam trusting the bounce and his eyes and his experience.
And it's leg side again. If you just err in length by a foot.
That's the 100 partnership between Inzamam and Yusuf Johanna. As you say, David, very controlled. 100 off 129 balls. And in 77 minutes, Inzamam's now on 64, Johanna on 35. That's through into the gloves. That's the end of the partnership. And England will be very, very grateful for that. Slightly loose shot from Yusuf Johanna. He knows that already. He was the first to know. But Darren Gough, who normally gets the ball to come back in to the right-handers at this stage of the innings, has really just let that one go straight on. Palpable edge. Alex Stewart takes it low down again. A very handy wicket.
Legitimate catch there for Stewart. Legitimate ball from Gough. Shake of the head from Johanna. And another wicket for England. 197 for 4.
New man in is Abdul Razak. 20 years old. Bright-eyed. Very talented. That's a great shot, though. Might just have carried the ropes too. It was hit very flat and very powerfully. Umpire has signalled 4. Great shot to bring up the 200.
Very nearly all the way. He just waits for this back of a length. Anything back of a length, he looks leg side. Flat bat shot bounces just short of the boundary rope. 4.
Wonderful shot. Well, there's a certain amount of anticipation in that shot. With a glorious sense of execution.
It's a brilliant shot. Front foot outside leg stump. Just to give himself room with the ball swinging in.
Well, that's a tame end. It was a moment of attempted inspiration. Trying to manufacture something there, trying to find a slot again on the leg side. Not timed. It's the end of Inzamam.
Bit of improvisation that went wrong. He's found Flintoff at square leg. It's a full toss from Elam. It's a good wicket for England too. He's played wonderfully well, Inzamam. Scored 71. It's 219 for 5.
The captain is out there now for Pakistan, Moin Khan. 5 down now for 219.
In the 45th. Swung across the line by Moin. He's picked his gap well. Moin is such a difficult man to bowl to at this stage of an innings, and in this sort of situation seems to be capable of hitting any ball from any line, absolutely anywhere.
Yes, this is a patent Moin Khan stroke. Risty taking the chance and hitting it in the gap. Does favour that area of square leg. 7 of just 6 deliveries. He means business here.
Another example of Moin's versatility, being able just to open the face and run the full ball down to third man. His side up to somewhere around about 280, I would think. Seems to be a feasible and attainable target. Very strong in the middle order, Pakistan, with their 3 out-and-out all-rounders, Moin and Razak, who's on strike. Well, that's hurt. There was no reflex there from Elam, it just hit him.
He had no time to react to that fierce drive from Abdul Razak. Really got in the middle of the stick there, winding up and hitting it. And that must have stung him.
It was a double whammy, that. It's the blow on the ankle that will have done him more damage. Just trying to run it off, Mark Elam. It was a dot ball after that, so he won't be complaining too much. It's in the air. Nowhere near any of the fielders. Straight into the hands of one of the ball boys for 6. Great shot.
A timely hit. Pakistan looking for these big hits now. Like the death hand and Abdul Razak providing them with that with some style there. Hitting through the line straight, hard, and over the top for 6. Nicely caught there. Safe pair of hands.
It's well run. It was chipped back to Elam, who made half a stop. Still couldn't prevent them taking the single. That's the 6. It was a slower ball by Elam and well waited for by Razak. Well caught, young man. Nothing like playing up to the crowd.
Created the width there to Razak and then tried to cover the line of the delivery. Stayed inside so that the bat could come down cleanly on the ball.
Full toss. It's a poor end to Elam's spell. Helped away for 4 by Moin. It was a gift for him. 14 off the over, 245 for 5. His initial overs, 7 overs for 18 to start with. This is how he finished his spell. Look at that wristy stroke from Moin Khan. Classic improvisation again from the Pakistan captain. It ends Mark Elam's spell. and he's leaving the field. He got a nasty blow on the ankle in that last over. So Elam will go and get some ice on that. And the England 12th man is on, Vikram Solanki.
That is the line to bowl to Abdur Razzaq on that middle and leg stump. He's not very comfortable hitting the ball through the onside. He wants a bit of width on the off stump. That Manhattan now looking just a little impressive. 20 quiet, well, relatively quiet overs for the Pakistanis. 20 till 40.
There is Vikram Solanki, the 12th man. Good bowling by Andrew Caddick, and even he at 6'5" couldn't get up to parry that or stop it. Hammered into the ground by Moeen. We're looking at least a run a ball here, Pakistan.
Yes, the idea was really to hit as straight as possible, to find a gap and try to hit it just a little too hard. But good running by Moeen Khan. He had to get to that danger end.
Feverish atmosphere here in the National Stadium. Oh, just short of Solanki, the 12th man. It was a brave effort. The hardest possible catches, those. Just bouncing in front of the fielder. And it was a good effort to go and try and make it.
Yes, indeed, a very good effort considering that he's just walked in. And trying his level best to get to that one. A good effort.
Over Solanki this time, that's 4.
This is where Moeen Khan is absolutely brilliant. Great improviser. And on this occasion, backing himself up to hit straight. A difficult shot to execute. Coming down the track and middling it quite nicely.
Great way to bring up the 250 this. Using his feet, Moeen. Almost a flat bat slap. But it worked very well. Mid-off is still up in the circle. It's only one. Out to deep cover. That's the area that Moeen will be looking to hit him. Onto the offside. That 5th 50, quickest of the innings. 32 balls between 200 and 250. Andrew Caddick has 1 ball left in his spell of 10 overs. Down to mid-on this time. Short of Ashley Giles, just a single. 254 for 5. Packed house here, 35,000 plus in this stadium. There seem to be people everywhere on the stairs, in every room you go into in the pavilion. The noise is deafening, the atmosphere feverish. Craig White is coming on to bowl. He's got 3 overs remaining, 7 overs for 44. Won't be able to bowl his full 10 overs. And he's bowling to Abdur Razzaq, who's made 32 from 21 balls. And he's going well. That's nearly cleaned the umpire up. That's bounced back off the boards, fully 20 yards. Brilliant stroke.
That is shot of the day so far. Abdur Razzaq really picked that in-dipper quite brilliantly. Made room for that bat to come down nicely and straight as an arrow. Almost took the head of the umpire off.
Goes to the repeat. It's a slower ball by Craig White. And only got really half a bat on it. But still enough to go through for 2 more.
Yes, the idea was right. Trying to hit it as straight as possible. It's been a very good innings. 23 deliveries taken, and crowd really enjoying every moment of it now. The atmosphere absolutely electrifying here.
Swung at that, that's gone miles. 20 yards over the boundary this time for 6. Razak is on fire here.
Well, exactly what Moin Khan was hoping, that his all-rounder would deliver at this point in time, and he has done it with style. 6, 4 and a 2 so far in this over. And look at that heave. Beautifully in control. It's a huge boundary, and he cleared it quite effortlessly.
Craig White has gone for 12 off 3 balls, 266 for 5 Pakistan. It's their highest total on this ground in a one-day international. And they've still got 3 overs and 3 balls to go. Always feared that this may happen. The batting surface is so good. Pakistan got off to a flying start. And they're going for a flying finish as well. A little bit subdued in the middle part of the innings due to some...
And that's it. That's the end of Moin. Caught there at long on. That was a well-judged catch. Solanki, 267 for 6 now in the 47th over. Back to the pavilion, as we see on the replay, that was a full toss, trying to hit him above the ropes, and it was Vikram Solanki, it appears. No mistake about it, a good running catch there.
All this and Wasim Akram to come. Great Pakistani all-rounder comes to the crease. 267 for 6. Akram has been cheered and chanted all the way to the crease. He's at the non-striker's end. Craig White has 1 ball left in the over, and he's bowling to Abdur Razak, who will keep the strike. 268 for 6. Wasim played 308 one-day internationals. You can't get much more experience than that. He's replacing his captain, Moin Khan. Just got the bottom of the bat on this full toss from Craig White. It was a good catch from Solanki. Fairly easy in the end. Redeemed White's over somewhat.
Yes, Craig White had come round the wicket to cut on that angle, not to provide any width to Abdur Razak and to Moin Khan, and he managed it well in the end. Solanki, good combination. Bowler bowling to the length that he wanted to. The Manhattan, well, it's been up and down. Good start by the Pakistanis, then a lull period from over number 20 to almost over number 40, and then the giant leaps.
Darren Gough is back into the attack. Right in at the block hole on leg stump. That's the place to bowl. Akram very quick, has come back for 2. Brilliant running. Caught Ashley Giles napping, I think.
Yes, it's a long boundary, so the fielder really has to be on his toes to make an effort and attack the ball. Giles will attack it, but not good enough.
It's a brilliant effort, this, by Abdur Razak. He's made 48 from just 27 balls. A little push for 2 again. Now will Giles be in quicker this time? Akram's coming back, taking him on, and he's back in. Third umpire's going to have a look at it, but I think Akram has made his ground. If he has, Abdur Razak has gone to 50 from 28 balls.
Well, this will make an interesting reading. Wasim Akram, well, once again running quite furiously, challenging Giles, who threw it flat this time on the bounce. touch and go. Well, he's gone. Short of the crease. That's a very good take by Darren Gough, who made sure that he got behind the stumps.
Well, Wasim's gone. I thought he'd just got his bat in time. The third umpire says, quite rightly, that Akram was a foot short of his ground. Run out without facing. Zak goes to 50. Goes through to 51. That's been a quite brilliant knock by this young all-rounder. 51 from just 29 balls.
It will be the match-winning innings if Pakistan managed to win this one. A brilliant effort. Brilliant knock being appreciated all over the ground here. Methodical hitting. 2 sixes, 2 huge sixes and 3 fours. The strike rate were 175.8. That's absolutely brilliant.
Off to the slow ball. Doesn't matter what he's bowling. It's he's aiming for the block hole, whether it's slower or normal pace. Another look at the run out. Ashley Giles had been taken on the ball before by Wasim, and Wasim won. This time he lost the race. Good all-round batting effort from Pakistan. To Abdur Razak, the star at the end of the innings, 52 from 30. 71 from Inzamam. From 87 was the central part of the innings. It's been a very good batting performance. Field changes for Wakal. There's a fine leg and a third man. Fairly conventional field. And all Wakal will try and do is give the strike to Abdur Razak, which is exactly the right ploy.
Yes, that's pretty sensible. Waqar Younis making sure that he plays it as straight as possible. Now what we'll have here, Abdur Razak on fire. Last ball of Darren Gough's over.
No ball. And a misfield. Hit the stumps. Ashley Giles may have redeemed himself there, because I think this may be out again. The third umpire is going to have a look at it. Giles is all smiles.
Yes, I think they've got rid of Waqar Younis. A little fumble and a bang on target this time, Ashley Giles. Good recovery there. In fact, he recovered early and bang on target. Although we do not have a clear view, but indications are that he'll be short of the crease, Waqar Younis. And yes, he is.
Waqar knows the red light's not on yet. There it is. Waqar is already halfway to the pavilion. So 2 run-outs in Darren Gough's over, his 9th over. That was a no ball as well. Waqar has gone for 1. It's 277 for 8. Number 10. Just 2 overs and 1 ball left. We'll have to stay there whilst Abdur Razak carries on. Just settle for 1 off the last ball of Gough's over. 278 for 8. Off that Darren Gough over, but 2 wickets as well. Both run-outs, both can be credited to Ashley Giles. Wasim Akram gone for 0 without facing, and Waqar Younis run out by that direct hit after the fumble, gone for 1. Just 2 overs to go then for Pakistan. They're already past their highest score on this ground in a one-day international, up to 278 for 8. Still looking at 300, and that's attainable whilst Abdur Razak is on strike. He's made 54 from just 32 balls. It's Craig White to bowl the 49th over from the university end. Here he goes. Sacklane's coming back for 2 and will make it. That's good running.
Yes, this is good cricket. Abdur Razzaq once again quite efficiently driving the ball back and being supported this time by Siklan. 280. Pakistan will be pretty happy with that effort so far. 5.81 is the run rate. At one stage they really were struggling to get to that total. Thanks to Abdur Razzaq, it has been a phenomenal knock.
And the full toss is White. Searches for that Yorker. It's good stuff by Solanki. England's 12th man has been in the action ever since he came on just a couple of overs ago.
Yes, he had to cover a bit of an area and I'd make sure he got his body behind the ball. Just 2 runs given.
Drilled straight back past Craig White. 4 more. There's no stopping Abdur Razzaq. This is a wonderful exhibition of stroke play.
Well, he's looked extremely safe when he's tried to whack the ball, and this was just one example there. Craig White had come around the wicket to cut out on that width. And there you see him going away on that leg stump and creating the width that he wanted of the Razzaq and finding the gap. Beautifully hit.
Goes for it again, won't get a boundary here, and we'll just have to settle for 1. .63 from 36 balls, 4 fours, 2 sixes. Stunning stuff.
This is maintaining that strike rate, an incredible strike rate of 175. 63 runs scored at that rate. Well, that's phenomenal. 4 fours and 2 sixes.
Well, Sacklane's got away with that. Hit high on the bat. Darren Gough can't believe he's missed the stumps.
Oh, there was a chance, a sure chance. He had a feel all to himself, but missed it.
Just stay at 1 off the last ball of the over. 11 from it. 289 for 8. Into the last over now. Darren Gough bowling. Abdur Razzaq smashing it high over mid-wicket for 4. A great start to the last over for Pakistan. 300 is very firmly in their sights now.
Well, it was a quick full toss from Darren Gough, and really one had to middle it to find the boundary. And look at the way he's done it. Abdur Razzaq once again timing the ball quite marvellously. Had the target in mind.
Gone the same way. It's over Giles' head. 6. Up to 299. This has to be one of the best innings ever in one-day international cricket by Abdur Razzaq. 74 from 39 balls, and it's not over yet.
That really was a skimmer. A very difficult shot to execute, but beautifully done by Abdur Razzaq.
Mid-on's taking a peppering. Ashley Giles keeps them down to 1, and 300 is up now for Pakistan.
And that really was a beauty. He's middled the ball quite beautifully, Abdur Razzaq, and there's not a lot Nasir Hussain can do about it. innings of class, perfection, beautifully executed shot.
Pakistan have gone past the 100 in the last 10 overs. They were 198 at the start of the 40th over. Saqlain's in on the act now. He's chipped it over mid-on. And he's kept the strike. It's getting harder and harder for Nasser Hussain. England will need to be in uncharted territory if they're going to get anywhere near Pakistan. They've never made more than 286 to win a match. And look at that, climbing steeply. Even though the wickets have been lost, Pakistan have kept up the momentum. Saqlain's gone. Reward for Darren Gough, but hardly any elation showing on his face.
Yes, he had to bowl as straight as possible and got the result there. Darren Gough will be just a little disappointed. 6 and a 4 hit by Abdur Razzaq, well, hitting the target on that occasion. Saqlain gone for 3 in Pakistan now at a very healthy position. 302 for 9.
Mushtaq Ahmed is in at number 11 for Pakistan with just 1 ball remaining. They've got past 300 Pakistan. There's just 1 ball left from Darren Gough. Mushtaq gives himself room. He'll look for 2 here as Solanki scampers after it. 2 off the last ball to Mushtaq Ahmed. That's the end of a pretty trying session for England. Pakistan elated. They've made 304 for 9 from their 50 overs as England have toiled in the sun and the heat and latterly under the floodlights. Nasser Hussain fairly stern-faced. Always knew it was going to be a hard job bowling on this pitch. It's a wonderful batting surface. The star for Pakistan, Abdur Razzaq, who's made 75 from just 40 deliveries to boost Pakistan past 300. 106 in the last 10 overs for this Pakistan side.
Yes, even on a batting pitch, somebody had to extract the maximum out of it, and Abdur Razzaq did that quite beautifully. Effective, wonderful hitting.
Standing ovation for the Pakistan batsmen. England have about half an hour to regroup and then begin their assault on this Pakistan total of 304 for 9. It was a fine start given to them by Saeed Anwar, Imran Nazir and Salim Elahi. They made 95 in the first 15 overs. Inzamam then took over 71 from 87. Yusuf Yohana provided good support. Abdur Razzaq then came in and played a wonderful innings, 75 from 40. He was ably supported by the tail and the lower middle order. 304 for 9 is the result. England's bowlers, well, they toiled hard. There's some pretty high figures there. Caddick 1 for 53, Gough 2 for 71, White 2 for 69, Elam the most economical really, 2 for 49. Giles tried well, none for 37, and 3 overs from Trescothick cost 18. So England need 305 runs to win this first one-day international at the National Stadium, Karachi, from their 50 overs at over 6 runs and over.
And that big appeal. Alex Stewart's not interested. And there's a long, long wait, and he's eventually given out, much to his disgust. He's not happy.
Extraordinary. Time stood still. The reaction's all there from Stewart. Akram, left arm over. Stewart drives at the ball, outside off stump. Moin Khan takes the ball. Big appeal from everybody from Pakistan. Joy and jubilation at this stage. Umpire completely unmoved. Stewart looks back. A shake of the head. England have lost the first wicket. Alex Stewart's gone for none. It's 2 for 1.
It's in the air. This could be out. It's gone. Michael Younis gets the wicket of Marcus Trescothick.
Azim, and no one for Wakar. Ball's banged in. Trescothick looks to go high over the leg side. Easy, comfortable catch for the little.
Edged away, but it's going to go to the boundary. It's 4 valuable runs to England. Slipped away.
Let's go away.
Good shot. Ball drifted just a bit too close to leg stump. First real opportunity that Nasser Hussain has had.
Oh, good shot. Really good strike from Graham Hick. That's the way to score off the spinner. Just look to hit him straight. Oh, what a stop. Imran Nazir. Oh, what a good shot that is. Graham Hick plays that as well as anybody. It was no more than a check drive back over the bowler's head for 4. And has got mid-on and mid-off back. Ooh, that's a useful little inside edge. Sacklane is annoyed with himself.
That's a good shot. It's going to be 4 runs. He used his feet well just to get space to play the bat through. They step back. Abdur Razak with his second delivery of his second spell.
It's out there to drive, comes to the drive. It's the outside edge, and Moeen Khan doesn't miss those.
Well, Moeen Khan is celebrating. He rings, he's got him. But the umpire at square leg.
Pakistan think this is out. It's a wonderful delivery. A spinning leg break. Hussain draws out. Maybe another view. Doesn't need one. He's gone.
Well, that's powerfully hit. That's genuine Flintoff. And they're going to need shots like that too. Very quick across the outfield still, despite the dew. Inzamam's the man, and that's not, it's Tis Inzamam out there, and that's what tempted him. Was it tempted me, I have to say, to think about the second. Now, what have we got here? Another freak injury.
There'll be another delay. Inzamam's return crashed straight into Mushtaq's shin. Well, he's seen the funny side. He's not the quickest to the ball, but he's got a very strong throw. Left-handed throw it. Mushtaq's in position. Ricochets onto his knee. He's down for a compulsory 8 count here.
Down he goes. He's up again. He's taking the count. He's back for more. Still got 2 balls to bowl to finish off his allocation of 10 overs. One more leg by.
I think he's bowled a couple of flippers at Flintoff there, just trying to get the ball to skid onto him. He's not directed it too well, just slightly down the leg side.
He's tossed that high enough. 1 to finish off the over with. 6 from the over. It's the end of Mushtaq Ahmed's 10 overs. 1 for 52. It's 199 for 4.
Thanks, David. 106 runs then to win, 90 balls. Game on. Graham thought thinking about two, but rightly no need for a run out. It's interesting, looking at the bowling figures. Wasim has 5 overs left, so does Saklin. Do you see those two guys bowling the last 10?
That's right. I think they are the best bet Pakistan has, and they'll be depending heavily on both of them. They'll be probably looking for a bit of reverse swing at this stage, which hasn't happened so far because of obvious reasons. Due factor.
That's good running from Andrew Flintoff. Made his mind up early, and nothing the fielder could do about stopping two there. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? You'd expect at this stage Wacker and Wasim in particular to start to think about reverse swing, but it hasn't done it, has it? Because, and I think you're quite right in saying that the dew factor out there, we've seen the super soffers out there at every drinks break to try and take the surface dew off the ground, but you can't get it all up.
Most of these Pakistani pacers are not length bowlers as you'd find in the South African team or Australian team. They more often than not rely on their reverse swing. They alter the length every now and then. They're attacking in nature. As a result, they give away a few runs as well. And with Dew falling quite heavily at this stage and ball really not reversing, they have their work cut out.
Makes it that a little bit more difficult to grip as well. Red by signalled. Moen's getting stuck into his players out there, Rennies.
Yes, I think he's asking them to do the basic, get behind the stumps, and which is the right thing to do. Could have never imagined that after scoring 3 or 4, Pakistan team will be under pressure to win.
It's a good shot. Beautiful use of the feet, and that's 4 runs. Excellent execution, and more importantly, terrific shot selection.
It's a wonderful stroke. Earlier, we saw him come down the track and hit straight. This time he made room so that he could create a gap through that cover area. Excellent batting.
It's an interesting contrast, and you've got the power of Flintoff, and you have the timing of Graham Thorpe. Let's hit that on the out, but look at that position. He's a fine player. Had a sorts of it last summer by his standards. Had a winter off. Took him a little while to get back into his stride. But he's good to watch when he gets going. It's good cricket. End of the over. It's 208 for 4. Good attack very shortly. All the experience. Over 300 one-day internationals. He'll be calling on all of that now, and a bit of pressure on him. He's used to that. In fact, most good players, I believe, thrive in this situation. As the old saying, pressure is what makes kettles whistle. Look for 2 here, Graham Thorpe. He's quick between the wickets, decides against it, and I think that's a pretty good decision. Excellent piece of fielding. And vice captain, doing everything his captain wants.
Since Zamamul Haq has got a wonderful arm, this time attacking the ball, one-handed pick-up, return, and well done in the end.
Slow ball, well bowled. Shy at the stumps. But, I think he'd made his ground quite comfortably. But well bowled.
Umpire Riazuddin pretty confident that Imran Nazir, even though he hit it straight, spot on, the batsman was in, and good decision in the end, deciding to refer it to the third umpire.
England might feel a little unlucky it didn't ricochet off somewhere else. But terrific piece of fielding. Graham Thorpe whipping that away. He's going to look for two here. Comfortable two. The scoreboard keeps ticking over.
Once again batting quite nicely, coming down the track at times, and also covering the stumps and playing the ball away from the stumps towards the onside, keeping a vigilant eye on the ball. It's been a very good effort. 39 deliveries for his 44.
44 coming off just 39 deliveries. No, that's the attempted slower ball, and it's just slipped out. Nazim first to apologise to Graham Thorpe, and Graham Thorpe first to acknowledge. He'll be pleased it was a slower ball.
Yes, and hit his bat and not his glove. And Wasim Akram straight away apologising. It is understandable, bit of dew, bit of wetness around.
Of course that counts as a no ball as well, above waist high.
This is getting very frustrating for Wasim Akram, because all these fielders are coming from the edge of the circle. Now they're not being able to stop the singles, and in between, batsmen have really been able to hit boundaries. So the game plan seems to be falling just a little here for the Pakistanis.
I'm a little surprised they're not actually having a couple of players in there to try and cut off the singles. Look for two here as well. A productive over for England. Still one more delivery to come. So that no ball that slipped out, but good effort from the England middle order. The worst start possible. Alex Stewart going without troubling the scorers, and then Marcus Trescothick deceived by clever bowling by Waqar Younis, a slow ball, then a much quicker ball, skying it, going for the pull, but then the middle order pulling this game round, and still quite a lot of batting to come. Single off the last ball. It's 217 for 4. Is that to continue? A rare dot ball.
Came down the track and sensibly didn't try to hit the ball too hard. Abdur Razak cleverly altering the length of the delivery. Nicely judged there by Flintoff, adjusting his stroke nicely.
Short, pulled away. And goes all the way, I think. When it gets over the fence, it does. Actually, Flintoff onto that quickly. And plenty of power behind that.
That's a massive hit. A little shot and quickly helping himself away towards the square leg boundary. That's a huge six.
And there's nothing more than a short arm pull, really. It's out the middle of the bat. Full length, sensibly played. And when you see those kind of boundaries, it doesn't do much for the fielding side, does it?
Yes, it does dent their confidence. Moin Khan wouldn't like the equation to fall to run a ball. Still in with a slight advantage.
As we said earlier, the other thing, Remy, there is really no cover bowler. Dhaka's been somewhat expensive, 8.4 overs now, and has cost him 62 runs.
Yes, I've earlier said that on a batting pitch you need a little bit more variety in your bowling, because it is understandable, and the captain wants the first 4 to click in a one-day game, especially on a batting pitch. But you need a bit of variety. You need an extra bowler as a cushion if somebody doesn't bowl well. Options very limited for the Pakistan team here.
It's beautifully hit down the ground. That's going to go for 4 as well, I think. A lot of power there. Razak proving very expensive. 12 off this over so far.
This is power hitting. Beautiful timing it through the onside, straight back. Attempted Yorker, didn't materialize for Abdul Razak. Full toss and bang it went.
Interesting, watching that ball go across the outfield, you could see the dew spraying up behind it. Good over for England. It's 230 for 4. Board comes scoreboard. Impressive stadium, matches anything in the world. Credit to the Pakistani Cricket Board. In the air, but quite safe. Mid off, back on the boundary. Trolled. That doesn't please bowlers. The last thing they want one, as we saw with Mushtaq hitting him on the knee, or
Wasim Akram dishing out a lecture there and then on the spot for Salim Ilai. Not really pleased with that return. 6.25 runs now required in every over. Achievable.
and these two guys have added 68 to the 5th wicket. In just 51 deliveries.
The advantage is obviously the last line on your screen. 6 wickets in hand. 68 of 51 this partnership.
Well, it's a high full toss, and it might well be called a no ball, but it's gone for 6. I'd be surprised if that's not above waist high. Attempted slower ball. And no ball is called as well, and that makes it an even better shot.
Oh, what a stroke. In position early and middling it quite beautifully. Slow delivery from Wasim Akram, going away quite fast.
Well, you don't see too many 7 scored, and that's 1. 6 for the hit and 1 for the no ball.
Under 6 now for England. 66 more runs from 70 deliveries. It's been a wonderful effort. Hassle-free, they've planned it quite well so far. Saeed Anwar giving the ball a vigorous rub, trying to get the moisture away out of the white ball. But Pakistan always knew that it's going to be, the conditions were always going to be that difficult.
Another question for you then, Remy, and for everyone at home, I'm sure they'll be intrigued. We're down in the south here, and you've got a heavy dew. What's it going to be like up in Lahore then, where it's much further north? Well, it's a 2-hour flight, isn't it?
That's right, it's an hour-and-a-half flight from here to Lahore, and that's a massive hit. And in replay, I mean, I can watch that all night. Beautiful stroke. Well, Lahore, at this time of the year, will have some dew. We expected that Karachi will not have much, but there is plenty around.
Well, it's hit powerfully. Be 2 more there. I have to say, one of the things with Andrew Flintoff, and I was talking to you just off the air just now, and One of his problems, I think, is shot selection, but today he seems to be picking the balls to hit and being patient, because he has the strokes, he has the strength. It's just a matter of getting it all together.
Yes, has looked to play as straight as possible in this innings, and that has helped him a lot. A few sighters early in the innings and got the confidence going. An average of 21, but a good strike rate, 81.9. This equation now favouring England, 63 of 68, with 6 wickets remaining.
.242 for 4, and called over. I feel there might be one delivery short there. I feel all England have got to do is think, okay, we don't have to hit them out the ground, we'll just take 5 and 6 and over.
As Pakistanis really have failed to control the boundaries as well as the singles, so the plan hasn't really worked in their favour. They've left things in between, not been very effective. And England, on the other hand, has played quite sensible cricket, working the ball away, milking the bowlers, and when the opportunity has been there to pick up boundaries, they've done that.
Well, one man who should know Sacking's game is Graham Thorpe, his teammate at Surrey. In fact, they'll know each other's game.
He's 3 runs away. Graham Thorpe has played quite beautifully here. 47 not out.
Good running, good understanding. Sure, it's a leg by. Umpire signals leg by. England don't mind how they come, whether it's off the bat or the leg. Placed. We'll pick up 2 here. And this is how England have got to play Sackler. I just wonder whether they held him back too long. There's now England in a position where they 5, 6 and over. There's no real pressure on to attack him.
And that is because they did not have any cushion for a bowler who bowled badly today. They went with 5 frontline bowlers. And that is the reason why Moeen had to call on Saklan later in the day. Situation now right for England to just milk him away, not take a lot of risk.
Look at the difference there in the comparisons. England going very, very well. Pulled away. I think they'll only get 1 there. No need to take any risk. .58 to win and 61 deliveries.
Only wickets will help Pakistan now. They just cannot control the flow of runs here. A wicket will put a little bit of brake on England's momentum. But I can't see it coming because England are playing it quite safely.
Put away with a single. Graham Thorpe thinking about a quick 2, but no need. Another good over. 200. Nicely played down the ground. The single takes Graham Thorpe onto 49.
smooth sailing for Graham Thorpe there. Read the slow delivery well, although he have his two hands on the grip, but managed it quite nicely. Very, very effective. 47 deliveries taken for 49. Runs per over is 5.69.
Andrew Flintoff on strike. The ball, slower ball. Changes his pace well controlled.
Yes, it was a good delivery from Waqar Yunus. A dot delivery will help Pakistan a lot at this stage. Rolling his fingers over it. Good delivery.
Just wonder whether the England players might consider asking if they can change the ball, because it's getting quite scuffed up now and rule Dhaka. I'm not sure that it would be in Pakistan's interest if the ball was changed. It's picked away, drifted into leg stump. There's no one back there. It's 4 more to the total. That brings up 250 for England. 253 for 4.
Well, the body language is not very good. Pakistanis just dropping their heads there. Pretty innocuous, ineffective delivery. And Flintoff helping himself to another boundary. It has been a very good knock. Every opportunity taken, put to great effect. Now 52 more required of 57.
This is 50 for Andrew Flintoff. Beats Graham Thorpe to the half century, and that comes off just 39 deliveries.
Crowd absolutely quiet. They do not realize that Flintoff has got 50. It has been a wonderful innings. 3 boundaries, 2 sixes, strike rate, wonderful strike rate. Almost turning into a match-winning effort here.
I don't think Andrew Flintoff will mind. In this field, will slip from Graham Thorpe, but no problem. Just natural reaction to take off there. You're expecting the fine leg to be back.
Well, the bowler here was extremely lucky because it was tucked away quite nicely and returned in time. Good call from Andrew Flintoff. Waqar Yunus just looking a little tired out there. Struggling here, gasping for breath. Not running in as briskly as he was with his in his opening spell.
Thought about the single again. Well bowled again from Waqar Yunus, using his year's experience. It's 254 for 4.
Been a really good partnership this. It's worth 91 as it stands. Andrew Flintoff has not so much been a revelation as has realised a small part of his potential today. 50 from 40 balls, 3 fours, 2 sixes, and he's shown people that he can play on the international stage, and he can bat in the top 6 for England.
He's on a good pitch for a start, and that does help. Would help cricket in England to play on pitches as good as this. Mentioned earlier in commentary, an hour and a half of Flintoff, and England would be there. We've had an hour.
His shot selection has been good as well, David. All right, it's a good pitch, but he came in having to score at very nearly 7 and over for England to get close. Got that run rate required down to just over 5.5 by quality cricket. Thorpe has played his part as well. 49 from 49 balls. Just steering the ball into gaps and picking up singles along the way. Only 3 boundaries to Thorpe.
It's a perfect combination, the way that Thorpe plays and moves the ball around, all that know-how and experience. Flintoff at the other end playing the big shots. Talked him through it too, as Graham Thorpe.
Thorpe goes through to 50. It's a richly deserved half-century. Only a smattering of applause from the 35,000, but nevertheless acknowledged by Graham Thorpe. It's been a fine innings.
Played very, very well. Took some time out of the game a little while ago, and he's taking time just to get back into the groove again. Probably England's best player, certainly best all-round player. But as always in one-day cricket, the game's not over, not by a long chalk. Coming up to the end of the 42nd over. England still need 46. All about knowing how to win from this situation.
Well, you're right, you can't take anything for granted. Wasim Akram is one of the best bowlers at the end of an innings in world cricket, has been for years, and has demolished sides who have seemed sure of victory before now. Flintoff picks up another couple. In fact, he'll get 3. Benzema, well, I think the ball slipped out of his hand and they've got 3. It's 262 for 4. The brink of what will be a marvellous victory. .43 needed, and these two, Thorpe and Flintoff, have just broken England's highest 5-wicket, 5th-wicket stand against Pakistan. It was previously 96 unbroken between Robin Smith and Graham Hick back in 1992 at Old Trafford. It's now 99 unbroken between Thorpe and Flintoff.
I mentioned earlier, it's there for the taking. It's knowing how to win from now on in. 6 wickets in the bag, but it's this partnership that should win the game for England. They don't need to do anything silly. Very defensive Pakistan, just 4 fielders inside the circle, almost as if it's inevitable for them that they would lose, but there's work still to be done. Partnership of 99 between these two, Flintoff and Thorpe.
Slower ball from Dhaka, and Thorpe didn't quite time it. It's a 100 partnership. It's been a marvellous effort from these two. Partnership of 101 in just 75 balls.
Terrific work from the pair of them. Very, very hard work. You can't emphasise that too much. Hard work for the bowlers. It's been a terrific game for the fans, for the spectators. The groundsman said 260 is only a par score. David Gower earlier said 300 he thought would be necessary, and 600 runs in the day. Going to be close on that.
Pakistan bowlers, well, they've had as hard a toil of it as England have, but only 5 used, no 6th bowler. Well, if it had gone there, that was an almost suicidal run.
Out with a hit. Desperation from Flintoff. Imran's the fielder, usually dead eye. May just have been in. Flintoff dives in.
on a ball gets England there with a few balls to spare. Not sure that that's in Flintoff's mind at the moment. And the crowd think there's a drop. Well, it was a bump ball anyway. Imran Nazir at backward point.
Definitely a bump ball. Slow delivery again from Waqar Younis. Problem that Pakistan have had is that they've only got 5 bowlers. They've no safety valve at all. Also, the Jew on the outfield has just stopped reverse swing. That's a big player for Pakistan, for the bowlers. Waqar Younis and Wasim Akram, terrific reverse swingers, but the ball's wet. Won't reverse when it's wet.
Flintoff down the ground, high and handsome. Think that's gone all the way. It has, all the way for 6. Beautiful stroke from Flintoff. Nothing more than a block drive, but it soared away for 6.
Stands and admires it, Andrew Flintoff, straight down the ground. Need patience with young players. This is how he can play. He's given glimpses previously. This is his best innings for England on a terrific pitch.
Three sixes, 3 fours for Flintoff. Content to just block the last ball of the over. 272 for 4. He's got this chronic leg side. Just giving runs to Thorpe on the leg side. 3 men saving 2. And that's not enough.
They are interesting fields that are employed by Moin Khan to his spin bowlers. He's quite prepared to give runs on the leg side just to give singles away. England would be quite prepared just to pick up the ones. Thank you very much, that's all that we need. Very defensive, still 4, only 4 inside the circle.
Another easy single. This is good sensible batting. Pakistanis' heads are down in the field a little now. No wonder under this onslaught. They must have thought that at 304 they'd got more than enough.
It is ragged work from Pakistan. They're going through the motions. Runs just to be had without any pressure for England. Very, very quiet, the crowd. It's been a wonderful day. The crowd have enjoyed every minute of it, but there's realisation now that Pakistan, their team, may be on the verge of another loss here at Karachi. Oh dear.
Flintoff wound up at that. It's just short of Inzamam. Deep square, didn't middle that. If he had, it may have gone out of the ground.
I think the way that the spinners have bowled, wide of the crease there, just dropped short. Saklan Mushtaq, does he wind up at that? Finds Inzamam in the outfield. The wet ball is bound to have hampered the spinners. I'm sure that he has.
Well, Moin Khan had the choice. He's a local. He knew what the conditions were like, or going to be like. I asked him at the toss if the Jew was going to cause him problems with his spinners bowling second. He said he didn't think so.
Mushtaq said the same this morning. We asked him at breakfast about the Jew, what sort of problems does it create for the bowlers, especially the spinners, and he just quite nonchalantly said, no, nothing, there may be a bit there, but the super sopper will get rid of the water, but it has been a big problem to the spinners.
Bowled from behind the stumps, that one. 22-yard delivery. It's 276 for 4. Between Hussain and Hick.
Terrific character in that middle order. Both openers going cheaply. Those are the partnerships. Trescothick and Stewart went very quickly.
Wasim Akram back in for Pakistan. This really is Pakistan's last throw of the dice. Wasim is a brilliant bowler, always has been. Over 300 one-day internationals, over 400 wickets. It's his chance and his opportunity now to try and break this partnership that's worth 112, rivaling that of Hick and Hussain. Be a wide.
Well, they've given up. Through the motions from Akram, through the motions from the keeper. Keeper's not bothered.
Ragged stuff, that's for sure. That's given Flintoff a bit of room, and he's crashed it through the covers. Extra cover has hardly moved. In fact, he didn't move. 4 more to Flintoff. England 4 runs closer to victory.
Well, you can see when a side have gone. It's a full toss from Akram. Gentle pace, smashed through the covers, and there's nobody moved in the outfield. Just waiting for the crowd to throw the ball back. 24 required by England for a stunning victory. 67 from 50, Flintoff. Another break, just to get the ball dry. The umpire's actually doing it. I can't see that that's right, that you just throw the ball back to the bowler. If he wants to dry it, he can do. I can't see that it's the umpire's job to dry the ball.
I've certainly never seen it before. That's in the air. And short of Inzamam. So Flintoff gets 2 more. Flintoff admonishes himself. He says, I'm sorry to Thorpe. And says to himself, I've got to keep my head down after that. Inzamam should have got closer, but he's not quick over the ground.
Thorpe came down and talked to Flintoff. We've got to win this game. You and I, we've done so much. We don't do anything silly. The game's there for the taking. 4 and over. That's all that's required for England.
It's pinged away through square leg. The Jew is slowing the ball up, but it's going to be a comfortable 2. Thorpe the first one to say no, I don't want 3. And Akram is frantically waving his hands.
It's very rarely that I've seen a side in such disarray, and that will be that they are shell-shocked. 304 for 9 in their innings. Pakistan winning the toss, electing to bat first. England have got themselves, by wonderful stroke play, good nerve, good character, to within 20 of that total.
Just glided away. Fine, a 3rd man. It's 4 more. England need less than 20 now. Just 16 required from 31 balls. This is a delicate stroke from the big man.
Open face shot, one-day shot, but with control. Another word too from Thorpe. You don't get out. We win the game. We walk off. Partnership 125 between Flintoff and Thorpe. Flintoff has matched Razak. We thought that he had the potential to do that.
That's in the air, but safe. It's 290 for 4.
Early at Lahore, 98. 315 must have been scored by Pakistan. Australia knocked those off. And we're in Lahore in 2 days' time. Another good pitch.
This really has been a wonderful effort by England. I won't say they looked demoralised in the field. They'll have been upset that they went for so many. but in the context of the game, the pitch, the outfield, it's probably proving to be round about par, 300. 13 from 28 they need. That's all. They're within touching distance. Flintoff has hammered that away square on the leg side. He's got 4 more. It's a full toss from Sacklane. This is an innings of increasing class from Andrew Flintoff.
It's another long delivery from Sacklane, ball from alongside the umpire. A 23-yarder full toss, smacked away by Flintoff behind square. It's all over by the shouting. 9 to win. It's so quiet out there. A huge crowd here. Flintoff's 81 from 56. You can hear a pin drop out there.
Flintoff goes again. Hammered square this time. He picks out Inzamam. There were 35,000 people in the stadium. I think there's a few drifting off now. More than a few. Very disappointed home crowd. I can't believe it. England are just 8 runs away from a memorable victory here in the National Stadium, Karachi. They've beaten their highest score ever in the second innings. That was 286 for 4 against New Zealand Old Trafford. That was in 55 overs, so they're past that now.
Well, they're on the verge. What a launch pad it is for this winter campaign.
Eight off the over. 298 for 4.
Pitch brought the best out of the batsman. It's been an examination of all the bowlers. Anything offline, if you're just slightly offline, you just get clattered. It's as simple as that. No spin in the pitch. Again, I talk about this will be a great start for England's campaign for the winter. If we're going to see pitches like this, be terrific.
Thorpe just easing down. He's certainly not going to give it away. David Lloyd has mentioned already that Thorpe has said to Flintoff, we're going to see this through, you're not getting out now. Thorpe, the senior partner, vastly experienced cricketer, has been saying, we've done the job, we'll see it through and we'll grab the glory.
Just another single. Just ticks it down to 6 to win. It's one blow. Don't think it'll happen that way.
Now hang on. If there's one man who can do it, he can do it. I think he's been told, though, in no uncertain terms by Graham Thorpe that we're going to get them in ones.
Well, I'm holding my breath. I know him too well.
Well, his shot selection has been magnificent today. It's been the one criticism levelled at him throughout his short international career. But today, it's been as good as you could wish for. He's played straight. He's been solid. Been great exhibition of stroke play from Flintoff. 82 from 58 balls, whilst Thorpe has just ticked along at the other end. 60 from 64. The ideal foil for him. Look at the sweat pouring off him. There have been delicate strokes as well.
Close.
Oh, edged and gone. Brilliant catch by Moin Khan. Flintoff has gone. It's been a brilliant effort by him. He's annoyed with himself for getting out. Really annoyed. Looking expectant. That's through the offside. It's there. There's nobody out on the boundary. England have won. It's a memorable victory for this England team. Nasser Hussain, understandably thrilled by this win. They've made 306 for 5 to win the game. Hussain embraced by Gough and Elaine and all the England team out on the balcony.